Hey guys, Crew of Blonde Way back. I'm Rick.
I'm Maggie.
And we are back with Fruits Basket. Last time on,
We learned about Kyo's relationship with Toru's mom.
Mm-hmm.
And
yes, he blames himself.
how much she meant to him.
Mm-hmm. She was like his only friend in the world. Then he didn't reach out and save her from being hit by a car because he didn't want to turn into a cat.
Yeah, and he hates himself for it.
That is all very sad, but do you remember the end of the episode?
Yeah, we're about to see some knife work.
Yes, Akito is coming at Toru with a knife. Kyo ran off, and Yuki ran off. There's no one there.
Freaking Kurino is just laying somewhere bleeding to death too. What the heck?
I don't know. Hopefully it's all happily ever after. Let's find out. Toru beat the final boss
Yup.
with love.
Yup.
How much longer do we have left? I hope a while. It's usually been like 24, 25.
You lied about how many episodes are in the season?
I don't know. I think there's still like... If that had been the ending, I would be satisfied. But I'm glad there's more, obviously.
There's more? Are you sure?
I think so.
Getting flashbacks to Haikyuu.
I know. Let me look. It's only 13, though. But there are more.
Right. Mr. Oh, there's 20 some.
Thank goodness. Oh, man. I'm glad that Toru got through to her. Like, it's not... part of me wants Akito to be punished. She should go to jail. For attempted murder. At least once. Maybe twice. Just in this last, episode.
Yeah. Well,
But I also understand, it's not like she hasn't been punished. She's been punishing herself for a long time.
I also think that punishment, she needs treatment.
She definitely needs treatment.
And
Toru provides.
Yeah. And would the punishment, who would that make feel better?
I don't know. Maybe Akito? She was like...
The treatment needs to help with that, too. Don't get on that again.
She was like, if they forgive me, then they're idiots. But, I want her to come out of her darkness. Just like the rest of them. Thank goodness Kurino's alive. Thank goodness Toru's alive and fine, seemingly.
Yeah.
Maybe she's even more ditzy now. After the bump on the head.
I'm surprised Uotani and Hanajima weren't right there. Guarding the door.
Mm-hmm.
Freaking attack dogs.
I wonder if her family cared at all.
Grandpa was there.
Well, Grandpa was, but he said,
week.
leave them to us. Making me think that the other family that was living with the Grandpa was probably there too, maybe? But they didn't seem to care much about her before.
No. Plot needs to go forward. It's if you always have, a super understanding and, helpful family, then, be thrown in situations you have to camp in the woods.
Grandpa doesn't even know who she is, though.
What, Grandpa?
Yeah. He always calls her by her mom's name.
Yeah, but he knows who Toru is. He was the one that explained the whole she acts like her dad thing to keep her mom here.
He did?
Yeah.
No, that was the mom saying it to Kyo.
She noticed, but Grandpa was the one that was telling Yuki about it. Or Kyo about it, sorry.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Because he met the redheaded kid in the graveyard. Where's the other one?
Yeah, where is he? Is he still guilty? Is he still pushing her away?
I mean, we saw how strong that choice was.
I mean, he kissed her.
Broke immediately.
Yeah.
She's in trouble.
He kissed her, but then he wasn't there. So I don't know. So many good lines this episode.
Would you rather of Akito come into the room and there was an orange cat curled up on her legs?
That would have been
great.
great.
That's Kyo. His clothes are folded in the corner.
Once the thread breaks, like they lose their form.
Yeah.
Are the other ones still threaded, or are they all broken at this point?
All the rest of the members of the Zodiac?
Yeah.
Yeah, if we haven't seen it, I don't think any cuttings happened.
Because she said, like, Akito said, it's all over. They're all gone. Did she mean that they're all going to leave? Or did she mean that they're all gone?
I think it meant they're all going to leave.
I suppose that's possible.
Like, her chance is gone and her future's gone.
Yeah.
The one that she wanted to stay and be there forever.
Yeah, a lot of good lines, like Akito talking about eternity, and like Toru also being like, I also wanted the same things. Like, I wanted unchanging feelings and unchanging bonds. Like, she wanted her mom forever, and like she wants to love Kyo and Kyo to love her back, and she wants that forever. Like, she wants her friends and everything else.
I remember a feeling of like kind of strange sadness that came over me when I finally admitted that I loved you, because I was like this is gonna change my life. Like, I'm not gonna be satisfied with being home with my family that I love dearly. Like, everything's gonna change. And there was a little period of like just a little bit of sadness. I was like, oh, I'm like, I gotta say goodbye to like that childhood and stuff.
Yeah, because you were still living with your parents. Like, for me,
it's freaking expensive.
I had that feeling earlier when I moved out,
Yeah.
of like things are changing and they'll never go back to the way they were.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I loved everything Toru said in this episode. Her heart ached for Kyo's sadness more than the loss of her mother.
Yep.
Just shows that she's moving on and has made this new attachment that might eventually grow into something that's even stronger than what she ever had with her mother.
Well, and I don't understand the perception that she has that somehow loving someone else will separate her from her mom. Is it because her mom's love for her dad was threatening to separate her from Toru?
Maybe. I think it is more of like I always carry mom with me, and mom's in the forefront of my mind. But if I don't do that anymore, then she's lost in a way.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the grandpa still does that, but he won't be around forever.
Yeah.
And then, at some point, all of the memories of her will just fade away.
But, like, the idea that your parent, like, you think it through, it's like, her mom wants her to have a happy life. She wants her to fall
definitely
in love and do all that stuff. It's just, like, I can't imagine, what's her name?
Who?
Her mom.
Her mom?
Yeah.
Toru's mom?
Yeah.
Kyoko?
Kyoko. I can't imagine Kyoko wanting her daughter to stay in stasis. Like, being in permanent mourning.
Wants her to get on a motorcycle and go out there and tear it up.
Yeah.
No, definitely. I'm glad Toru's moving on, and like her and Agito were more alike than I realized before this episode. Or like they were holding on to something that needed to be let go of.
Yeah, definitely that.
It's just two different types of unconditional love, like the love of a parent for their child and this love of the Zodiacs. But now they're both able to let go and move forward and grow.
Go out and find new love.
I think they've both maybe found their loves. I don't know. I don't know if Akito will get together with Shigure or not.
I mean, at this point, I think she just needs, to have a friendship that...
Just any healthy relationship at all?
Yeah.
Just one?
Just one, Toru. She just needs to experience that and then to be able to, kind of like Yuki, to start branching out. And
do you think she makes up with her mom? Do you think the mom is the final boss?
Maybe. Like, her name's Rin.
Rin.
She seems like the self-fulfilling prophecy sort of person that like started it all and ends it all, that sort of thing. It's like, her strange. She's very unhealthy. She needs therapy.
Yeah.
A lot of them need therapy.
Her thing was definitely jealousy. I think more than anything. A need for, like, her husband's
attention?
Yeah, like, but soul attention,
Well, I mean, true, but, like, if you gave birth to God and your husband's constantly telling this child, like, you're so important, you're da, 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 da. That's, like, way more than, I don't know, it's like, I could see how you'd start to feel like, oh, I was just the envelope that this letter was carried in, ready to be thrown into the trash. I feel like probably many women at some point during a pregnancy, at some point feel like I am just a carrier for this parasite. It's just a weird feeling when, like, it feels like your entire body is not even focused on keeping you happy and healthy. It's purely focused on keeping that thing inside you alive. And it feels weird. It feels really weird. But obviously, nobody feels that way forever. Or for very long, hopefully.
Except for Rin.
Yeah.
But maybe she will get changed too. Yeah. So what do you think's going to happen next? What do you want to happen the most, I guess? Do you want, like, Kurno and...
I'm impatient, so I want to see where Kyo rips the
band?
Rips the bracelet off. And, falls into her arms.
Because if his thread breaks, does that part of the curse also break then?
You mean his tertiary form?
Yeah. It probably would, right? Because he was cursed because he didn't show up, and if there's no longer that tie, then I figured that wouldn't be a curse either.
Yeah. I am curious to, like, how that strand exactly breaks, since I don't know. It's entirely different than all the rest of them. It's not one that's been nurtured by the god and that sort of thing.
Yeah, I mean, it's a tie of exclusion.
It's like a chain instead of a tie,
It's almost like a repellent.
Yeah.
More than anything, but they're still inseparable.
Oh, like those fancy leashes that they collect stray dogs with, that have or like wild animals with, that have the long pole on it with the rope that goes up through it, so that once you get it around the neck, you can hold it at length with the pole.
Yeah.
Yeah, those things. Okay.
No, I really like this episode.
Yeah, that was a good episode. I feel like it ended nicer.
Yeah. Yeah, no. We've had some sad times as of late. It will be nice to end on a high note, I hope. Before we know it, I'll be sad when it's over. I can't wait to watch it again from the beginning. Like, this season, I like the second season, but this season changes how I feel about the first season much more, I think.
I know, right? That's why I was like, it's not just hurting in the moment. It's like hurting in all the previous moments. It's just dumping it all on us.
Just great storytelling. Like, everything, you can tell everything was clearly thought out from the very beginning.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like, they had it all planned and everything ties together.
Momiji at the end was really sweet, too.
And just being able to write so many great characters who are so deep. You know, you don't get deep characters like this in anime very often, with such like terrible flaws.
Yeah.
Special. Can't wait to see the next one.
Yep.
Let's go. Thank you guys for joining us for this reaction to Fruits Basket. There's a few more to go. If you want to see them, you can head over to patreon.com/blindwave, where you can see up to the next 4 reactions right now, although I don't think there are 4 left. There might be exactly 4 left. It's close. So you can head over there now, check them out, or you can subscribe and check them out next week. We'll see you guys.